Welcome into the era of AI. Welcome in this lecture in which we're going to show you how you can create a GPT sales expert or a GPT that is an expert in sales. So let's get right into it. So here, as usual, click on the Explore button. It will open up the GPT builder, or not the GPT builder. We have to click on Create a GPT and then go back into ChatGPT, open up a new chat, and then we can start chatting with it. So I'm going to say, I am building GPT sales expert, and it needs to be expert in sales to give advice on how to get customers and closing deals, because that's what salespeople are all about. And I'm a salesperson. That's the only thing we care about: getting the customer and closing the deal. So let's say we want to create a GPT sales expert that does just this: gets the customers and closes the deals. And we want to do it in 3 prompts. And I'm going to say, and I want you to create 3 prompts that could be used to program my custom GPT. And I'm going to hit enter. And right now, I'm going to go back to my GPT builder. I'm going to say, I am building a GPT sales genie. I would like you to come up with a special name, such as Sales Whisperer or something of the sort. I'm going to hit enter. Now, in the meantime, I'd like to go back to C. I'm going to copy the first prompt, which is you are in sales. So I'm just going to copy the prompt itself. I'm not going to copy the title of the prompt. Copy like this, and then let's go back to the GPT builder. So here it's updating the GPT. Let's see what kind of name it came up with. So how about naming it Sales Whisperer? I'm going to say, okay, publish the name on the playground, so that on the right-hand side, we can see the name. I want to see it. So I have to say to it to publish it, because if I don't, it won't. You can also configure it by clicking the configure button, and you can go and configure it yourself if it doesn't publish it immediately. And I'm going to say, now come up with a logo with a lizard as the hero. All right, so I don't know where I came up with the lizard idea, but I think it's somewhat reptilish. So one has to be close to a snake and a wolf and a lizard. But in this case, I just chose a lizard. I think it would be a pretty good logo for a sales whisperer. Let's just wait and see. All right, for some reason, we don't see the logo. Okay, so the logo. All right, so there's very good logo. Very, very good. Now I could add a crown on top of the lizard's head. That's pretty much what I want. I want to add a crown on top of the lizard's head. Other than that, I don't really have anything else. The lizard looks good. Maybe the costume could be something, a different color, but it really looks pretty awesome. It looks pretty awesome. So it's now generating the profile picture again. In the meantime, I would copy the prompt. All right, so the prompt is, you are in sales negotiation with a potential client who seems interested but hesitant due to budget concerns. How would you address these concerns and steer the conversation towards closing the deal? Please provide a step-by-step strategy. All right, that's good. Now, let me just wait to see the image. Now, there seems to be some kind of issue. Let me regenerate again. Okay, I think I should have just went with the logo. These errors, most of the times, they can be quite annoying. But when you use the tool as much as I have, you'll understand that these errors are just part of the job, right? So they're just part of it. Okay, I think this one is good. So I'm going to keep it. All right. So now I'm going to say publish the name and, right, publish the name and. So here, it removed the name. So it removed the name. It has to get it back, because without it, I cannot publish the GPT. The name is Sales Whisperer. Now, quite frankly, this logo was not too bad. But let's just stay with this one, right? This one is black and white. It's good. It would have been much better if it had colors, but I didn't specify. So here, to address the client's budget and so on and so forth. Now, I'm just going to copy the prompts simply because, like I said, this is the better way to do it. Copy the next prompt. And then let's copy the third prompt, and I'm only paste the third prompt after I finish or I get the second response as well. So let me copy this. Now, in the meantime, here I can send the next message. All right, so send the next message, and then let's send the third message. So it's as if we're just programming the GPT, and that's it. So some of the questions it will ask from anyone using it is, how can I improve my sales pitch? What are my effective closing techniques? Or effective closing techniques? Can you review my sales presentation? What good strategy? Now, yes, it can review a sales presentation because you have this button here that can upload. So if you have a sales presentation as a PPT or as a Canva presentation that you've downloaded or whatever you've created a presentation at or a PDF, you can upload that and it can have a look at it and it can tell you whether the presentation is good and give you some insights. Now here in some cases, it's basically rebuttaling on my message, so it's giving me a response. I'll just wait for it until it finishes. Always wait for it until it finishes. And then feed it with the last prompt, and then we can move on to test it out. And we can move on to the other GPT, which we're going to build as well. So here, let's just wait a second. All right, so now time for the third message, and I'm going to be ready to test my GPT. Now let's take it step by step. Closing high-value sales deals involves a sophisticated understanding of the sales process along with strategic relationship management. Yes, because someone is going to pay you a load of money. They're going to ask a lot of questions, but generally, if you have if you have what to back it up with, then it's generally not a problem. The most difficult thing is to get those first 1, 2, 3, 10 customers. Once you get those customers, you can just get any customers from there. It's just about the start. Now, many people focus on the end goal. And I've been online for 5+ years. I'm telling you from experience, I was focused on making the $200,000 or the $100,000. But the bottom line is focus on now. Get the first sale. Even if it's $5, repeat it again, get one more, then maybe get one more sale for $10 and build a habit of getting sales, and the rest will be history. It just takes time. The first year will be, I'm not going to lie to you, it will be very difficult, very painful, full of pain and full of difficulty. But then when you get to a level, you can start to relax a bit and you can enjoy the success. So here I'm going to say, I am ready to test my GPT. I think I have a sales presentation that I can download, which was one of for a product that I'm selling. Let me go and download it. All right, so there's a sales presentation for one of our services at the agency, which is ChatGPT Consulting. And I built this. It's a 20-page slide presentation that I've built on Canva. I'm not sure where's normally I should be able to go full screen. It's not showing up here. Now, let me just click on the grid view and see. Normally, it should display that I can go full screen, but it's not doing it. I think it's just still refreshing the page. All right, so there it is. It was displayed. It was just refreshing the page. Now, I can download this presentation and give it to our GPT to test how powerful it is when it comes to detecting whether this is a great presentation, what should be improved and what not. So here it went on the grid view. I'm going to go back. So this is the presentation. It was entirely built using Canva, and also ChatGPT helped a lot in building the script. Even helped as far as the creative that we've added in these videos that you're looking at, the background videos. We're also using the help of ChatGPT. So as you can see, this is a presentation that I would use whenever I hop or jump into a call with a client. I just read these things for them. The fact that we can provide them with chatbot services, with SEO services, with AI optimized content and web development and so on. Just a couple of services that ChatGPT can provide. And it's a basic sales script, but it's really interesting. Yeah, so now it's not showing all the creatives. This is much better than this. Normally, it should be much better because there are some videos in the background, but let's just download this as a PDF and let's test how our GPT builder is going to react to this script. All right, so this is the sales presentation. Now, usually when you download it as a PDF, what Canva does is it just takes the videos and it turns them or transforms them into images. So it takes a frame from the videos, which is good because it captures pretty much the essence of the video. But as you can see, this is a pretty good sales presentation. Now, right now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to ask our GPT to proceed by basically giving us advice on how can we improve this sales presentation. So I'm going to drag and drop or upload my sales presentation, and I'm going to say, how can I improve my sales presentation? Right, my sales presentation. Now, you don't need to tell it the sales presentation attached because it's already attached, so it knows what you're talking about. And so it's quite smart. So here, it's still uploading the PDF, and now it's finished. So I can just click here, and it will proceed. So right now, it will give us an answer. Let's just wait. All right, so it seems that it didn't understand that the presentation was attached. So I'm going to go back. We were just praising it, but it just seems that it was hearing us, and it says, please don't praise me. Okay, so just going to say, how can I improve my sales presentation attached? Right, and let's see if ChatGPT right now will understand. Okay, so right now, clarity and focus, engaging visuals, storytelling, include relevant data, right? Pretty good. Okay, so I think that the GPT is working just fine, pretty much. Now we can ask a couple more questions, but let's move on to the next lecture in order to create a custom GPT decision-making assistant, a GPT that helps in the decision-making, and it could be quite frankly any decision. So let's go ahead and do that in the next lecture. Stay tuned. Keep learning, keep mastering all of the AI tools.